Kelly, Lewis, Rick.
Can we do just a quick check-in on Lewis? He said he didn't know if he was getting sick, and we've really backed away from him here. How are you feeling?
I'm off my game today.
You are?
I know I am. I just, I don't know how, my smoothie was all right.
But, I mean, in terms of your health.
I'll figure it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
So, thank you for asking.
That's not the answer she was looking for.
No, we're keeping socially distanced.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If that works. Did we
Here
figure
in
out
this
that
little
didn't work?
room that...
Today's not group hug day.
Yes, rescheduled till further notice.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Keep that in mind. I don't know. I just don't. You know how you just have a day, you can't say what's wrong, but you just don't.
No, but everybody's sick right now. So it's like, to me, if I'm feeling off, my assumption is I picked something up.
Yeah, I got I still have a little bit of a throat thing that's in the beginning phases. But you know what? This is probably the wrong thing to do. Every morning, my routine is the same, whether I'm sick or not. Right after I brush my teeth, I mouthwash for a minute, and then I do a shot of some form of cough syrup, every day.
Every day?
You take cough syrup every day?
Because for me, I use the tussin, because you can put the tussin, you break your leg, you pour the tussin in and it'll heal it. But, no, I do.
You mean even when you're not sick?
Even when I'm not sick. I do the Robitussin with honey, every morning.
Is that safe? I mean, is that...
I don't know. Do I look like someone who really
I mean, you
asks the
can
question if it's safe or
overdose
not?
on that stuff.
One shot a day?
No, I mean, you can overdose on it.
Well, yeah.
You just drank a bunch of it. Kind of
Well, yeah,
like
you
Betty
sip
Ford.
it.
Wasn't
It's not
Betty? Yeah.
Yeah, Robitussin is not a sipping whiskey by any stretch of the imagination, but
But
I
that's
do a
just...
shot
I've
in the
never
morning.
heard anybody say that. They take
Do a
a
shot in the morning.
of cough syrup every day.
Mm-hmm. I used to use the throat spray.
Yeah?
But I realized that from a congestion standpoint, the shot of cough syrup in the morning tends to bust up some of that. It doesn't build it up as badly. I don't know if that, again, I am not the person to look for guidance when it comes to health and feeling better about yourself. That's just what I do.
If somebody out there is, knowledgeable on the topic, is this bad for Lewis?
You're also talking about a guy who stitched his own hand at one point in time. So please,
what, now we're working with Rambo?
Exactly.
Okay, do you have a fast heartbeat? Are you vomiting? Are you sweating? Are you nervous? Are you feeling euphoric? Do you have hallucinations?
Probably.
Are you staggering? Are you agitated? Or are you really drowsy?
I'm drowsy. I am.
That's a Robitussin overdose. Right there.
Okay.
Say no more.
I am drowsy. I am also achy.
Doug wants to know if you're an alcoholic. You can tell us.
Thank you. Thanks, Doug. It is tough. My stomach is I can't tell if I'm nauseous or hungry. So that's.
Okay, Emily has a good point. Technically, medicine, if you take it too much, your body will become immune to the effects.
Yeah,
so it just won't work anymore.
Okay, let me rephrase. I don't do a shot of, on a hot summer day, I'm not pounding the tussin like it's a bourbon and Coke.
But every morning you just take a little gulp?
Yeah, because if I have congestion, this time of year, when it gets cold out and you're blowing your nose all the time, I take, that's what I do it for.
I think we've stumbled upon something here.
Oh, this is great.
All right, well, we got a text here that said taking cough syrup every single day. Don't do that. Make yourself some fermented honey garlic and take 1 to 2 teaspoons every morning. It'll have the same effects without putting all those chemicals into your body and the medicine.
Yeah, but I like the chemicals. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. That's a good idea.
Drew says he heard, I guess through the grapevine, he heard that George Harrison used a mixture along with cough syrup before every show to keep his voice smooth.
See? Again, I see what you're saying with the whole mixing garlic and honey and all that. That's too much work. Why do I want to go mix something when I can just crack open a bottle and...
Amanda Moore says, OMG, Lewis, I do it too.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Are people just taking swigs of Robitussin every morning?
Not every flavor, because there's some like the blue ice is like liquid garbage.
Okay.
But and the cherry flavor, come on, you've been force fed cherry since you're a kid. Anybody really like that? No. But the honey is not bad. The bourbon, the like honey is not awful.
Okay, Sam wants to know if you have body aches, tiredness, and the sore throat, because that's how his strep started. He and his wife both tested positive for strep on Friday. My two of my nieces had strep over Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good. I'm not liking the sound of that. Yeah, I don't like. I just, it could be. So
I really feel like you're dancing around this Robitussin thing. Like,
why? I'm open about it. It's
Okay.
not like I hide it. I don't have a bottle in my bag. If you're asking that, I don't have a bottle in the
I don't
Jeep.
know.
so
Open your bag, man. I don't know if I believe you.
What are you doing? Sipping back on some of Grandpa's soft syrup? Yes.
The way you're justifying it, too, is that you won't drink any flavor. Just certain flavors. Like the ice blue is a no-go.
Jay says if you can give a review on the different kinds of Robitussin, might be time to quit.
Just need a little bump to get me through the day.
I get a bump.
Oh, God.
Bump.
You know what started it, though? When I never used to do this until I think I had COVID before COVID was a thing, because I was super sick at work one day, and I literally was buying like over-the-counter stuff, and there was a period of about a week where I was literally drinking it like it was shots. Like,
so that started your dependency.
That started my dependency issues. But I literally did. It was like I had a Robitussin cocktail every day. That and a medicine ball from Starbucks, like 3 or 4.
What's that nasal spray people are addicted to?
I can't do that.
Afrin.
Afrin?
So it's kind of like a
do that.
little bit of an Afrin thing. It's like seems harmless, but you're doing it every day. So I'm wondering if it is harmless. Like, I don't think you're addicted to it. I was just kidding with that. But I do think, is it doing something to your body?
Let's be honest. You see this dad bod, I've clearly done worse to my body than Robitussin. So,
Stacy says he's a Tucson elitist.
exactly.
Doug said this is what happens when you let the whores come to town.
Luke said, but how did that work out for George Harrison? How's he doing these days? I guess not very well when you put it in those terms.
Jay says if Lewis is cussing, he's on the tussin.
Absolutely.
And that's when the whores come in.
Absolutely. The whores. Their little whore mouths.
Paul says as a healthcare provider, taking a shot of Robitussin each morning is not a big deal. It's no different than my chronic sinus crap from living in Ohio and taking a Sudafed every morning so I can breathe during the day.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Jared says, I feel like this needs to be said. Check with your doctor. There may be something better out there for you. Good call.
Oh, Jay had a whole concoction of garlic and lemon and stuff for you.
Just take a hit of the crack pipe every morning. It's not an addiction.
Okay.
Thanks, Ryan. Nothing's bad in moderation, right?
All right, so I saw some people. I was about to say tweeting. Do we call it Xing now? How about this? I saw people tweeting on X. That way it covers it. I don't have to say,
That
formerly
just rolls right off the tongue.
Tweeting on X, yeah. I saw people tweeting on X about where they won't poop. And I'm like, okay, so this is a discussion. All right, it's happening right here, and I'm reading about it. I kind of understood because if I was at my buddy Joe's house, he's just the only one there, yes, I would. But if I was over at Kelly Quinn's house, no way would I ever desecrate her bathroom. I don't know. And why is that? Why will I do it at my good friend Joe's house, but not my good friend Kelly's house?
Kelly said she'd tear up my decorative towels. I go to Kelly's house, I'm blowing that bathroom up.
I'm saying if you're at a point where you are sweating and shaking because you have to go number 2 so badly, you will go anywhere, including outside. Like in someone's yard.
Absolutely. I mean, well, yeah, if you don't have a choice.
Like you're you've got that. Like you're thinking, I am in the most emergency situation I've ever been in right now.
That was me down at Snowshoe Resort. Remember I talked about that? And we were walking back from the restaurant. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
I had to lean up against a building at one point.
Like take some deep breaths.
Yes.
Try to calm yourself down.
And then I had to, when security came out of one of the condo buildings, I had to sneak in the door real quick so I could go in there and find a bathroom.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But I just wondered, where won't you poop? And I said we were going to talk about this coming up. And we immediately got a text from Jay who said, now I lost it. Oh, he said, oh my gosh, my youngest daughter, she's 17. She cannot poop anywhere but home, not at her sister's, not at school, nowhere. The other day we started running errands. We got 45 minutes away from the house. She had to go, so I had to rush her back home.
45 minutes?
I guess they were gone 45 minutes. They had been gone for 40. I don't think that. Hopefully they weren't 45 minutes.
See, that
away.
child's young enough to not have been in a situation at like CVS when you're trying to pick out a birthday card for someone, and then all of a sudden you start to sweat and you have the biggest and worst cramps, and you're like, if I don't leave and go home now, I'm probably not going to make it. And then you actually almost really don't make it. I mean, that's a situation that many people have been in. I nobody I know in particular, but but let me tell you something.
I know,
it shows that child has not been in that kind of situation before, because literally you will go anywhere.
Yeah. Brian said, I absolutely hate using public restrooms, and I'm a truck driver. So as you can imagine, this presents problems.
Yeah, I don't like... I'm a fan of home field advantage.
Definitely, but if I don't understand a human who won't use a toilet because it's sitting somewhere weird. Like, I will go anywhere.
There are some people that, like, when they get to work in the morning, that's the first thing they do is go, I can't do it though. Like, I got,
No, if you have to go, you have to go,
right.
Man. I mean, I'm talking emergency situation. There are more pleasant places to go to the bathroom than a porta-john, but if you have to, you have to.
I am guilty of this because there are times when you had to go because when nature's calling, you got to answer. Otherwise, things going to really get out of control. And
you want to be doing laundry that day?
Exactly. So there are times, though, when I have truly had to go. I've walked into whatever gas station / convenience store there has been, and I've walked into the men's room and went, nah, hell no. And I've snuck into the women's room, and you do what you have to do. Sorry, ladies.
Okay, so Jay corrected me. He said, no, Rick, I told her we're 45 minutes away. You can't poop anywhere but home, so you're going to have to poop your pants. Or wait, you're going to poop your pants. Hold on. Then we got home and got taken care of. Okay. I'm still a little confused, but I guess he made her hold it is what I'm getting from that.
Yeah, Damien says if at all possible, he avoids using public restrooms. 100% agreed. They're not pleasant, but you know what? I mean, in an emergency, like any port in a storm, right?
Right.
I guess. Someone said... Thanks, Uncle Sam and the military. Thanks to Uncle Sam and the military, there's not a square inch on this planet that I wouldn't go.
Katie the opera singer said tweeting on X sounds like something you'd do at a rave.
Kind of.
Right. All right. So it's funny when you listen to the differences. Sam says, doesn't bother me. I'll go anywhere, anytime. Mark your territory. And it's kind of, I know it's different for girls than it is for guys. It just is. Chelsea said, I'd rather die than poop at a guy's house I've been dating less than 3 months.
Yeah, no, it's awful. That is an awful situation. But I am telling you, if you have to, you will do it. You have no choice. What else are you going to do?
Okay, here's how
I guess go home, end the date and go home, I guess.
This is probably the Robitussin talking, but if Lauren is awake and hearing this, she would back me up on this. Even if I have to just pee, I turn the water faucet on in whatever bathroom. If I'm in public or if I'm at someone's house, I turn even though they know what I'm doing.
I got you.
I turn the water faucet on. So for whatever,
it's just good manners. It's just good manners.
I don't want to be accused of being a loud peer. Like I don't want somebody going, "Is there a flood happening someplace?" Like what is going on?
Go ahead.
Oh, Bree said if I have to poop in public, she's sick. She says I have a hard time going when I stay over places.
See, sometimes, I mean, if you can hold it for a solid 36 hours, that's impressive. Like, if you're staying someplace and you don't go the whole time you're staying someplace,
Yeah, it's just not possible. Tristan says, when I was a child, my parents said I would refuse to go number 2 unless I was in a Walmart.
Rebecca said, besides home, I only go at work because if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Jeremy says, I'm a small business owner and I always make sure our bathroom is clean. Good for you, Jeremy. So that's
awesome.
a thing.
Like need more like that.
Little. What if you're in a little tiny boutique, but they do have a bathroom they'll let you use, and then, oh my gosh, sorry about your business for the next 20 minutes.
Now, Phil said he actually gets migraines if he has to hold it too long, so his list of where he won't do it is pretty short.
William said, I can tell you the best place to go is the public library, especially Grove City. Beautiful, clean bathrooms. No one in them ever. A library card just so I could drop a due.
Troy said, I have IBS. I'll blow it up anywhere, except at the Cheshire Road boat ramp at Alum Creek. Rick, that place is awful.
The Cheshire...
Is it Cheshire Road? Cheshire Road, a boat ramp at Alum Creek. He says that place is terrible.
Is that the one above the bridge? Because
it's not even acceptable for a man with IBS.
No, I understand. I get it. I mean, yeah, anytime you're around a lake, the bathroom sitch is never good, ever.
Someone said, I'll get crabs from a public bathroom before I hold it. Okay. Priorities.
All right. Well, hey, you can text us and let us know, where won't you poop? And I think, is that on the Facebook page?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
It is. I'm not that off my game.
Charlene said, Kira just heard this conversation. She said she definitely won't go in the school. I told her a trick where you lay some toilet paper on the, she meant the seat, and it cushions the sound. Oh, you lay toilet paper on the water. So you just kind of lay the toilet paper in the toilet, and then it cushions it, and it reduces the sound. Is that what the problem is? Is that other people are going to hear it hitting the water?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I just have always done it. Stacy said, sidebar, what if you don't do it every day? I mean, does everyone do that every day?
Well, I pretty much do.
I think everyone's different.
I eat every day.
Aren't you supposed to, though? Shouldn't you be on a 24-hour cycle with that?
I think everybody's
Some
different.
people more. Like, dude, we had an engineer that I swear to God 3 times a day. And the bathroom was right next to my office. So when I knew he walked by, I'm like, damn, now I can't go in there for like a good half hour.
What kind of diet is he on?
I don't know.
3 times a day.
Jansen texted in, I've pooped out of a tree once while hunting.
Well, I get that.
He said, bye-bye socks and sleeves. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I've had to do it in the lake. It happens. It happens.
Keith says he carries a roll of TP in the truck. Have gone to the woods when needed when you got
Well,
There's a roll of toilet paper on my boat.
Mm-hmm. This person said, wait a minute. Tell me more.
I said sometimes I have to go. There's times.
Right over the side?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Like number 2?
Well, yeah, I'm on the boat 10 hours.
With your buddy sitting right there?
Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh. That reminded me of a guy, Ed, that I know, and my friend Thin Rick, and we were out, and Ed had to do it, and then Ed fell over into the water, landed right on top of it. We're dying laughing. Oh my gosh.
So what's the etiquette when you have to poop on your boat with another guy there, another person fishing with you? So the etiquette is that you turn your back.
You just don't look. Yeah, you just fish. You just go ahead and fish. I'll take care of this.
Because I'm facing full on going, are you really doing this right now?
Do you know what I don't like? Here's the one thing I don't like. When you are doing that, don't have a conversation with me during it.
Right.
If I walk into the bathroom and you are troweled out on the toilet, this is not the time for you and I to talk.
I mean, has Thick invited you fishing yet? Because
yes,
I think
we haven't gone.
Well,
now, look, I try so hard to make sure that I go before we go out on the boat because it doesn't happen very often. It's
you're
very
pounding
rare.
those peanut butter and jellies out there. They got to go somewhere.
I mean,
for the record,
but it doesn't happen that quick.
Like, I do not want to be on the boat casting a line and look over and got to take care of this.
I would let you know in advance and tell you to just keep fishing that
Can you toss
direction.
me the TP?
Right.
Oh.
I do.
Now,
here's the thing. I'm a hole in the ass, and I know that I am. So as soon as he sat down and got in position, I'd gun the boat.
Now, on my old boat, I was actually okay doing it into the live well if we weren't in a tournament, because then there's water in there. It's not a big deal. But it was a lot easier than hanging over the edge, because you could basically just sit over on top of the, but I won't do that on the new boat. No way am I doing that to the new live well. So Kelly's about ready to.
I just never imagined that this is something that was happening during your fishing tournaments. I didn't know.
Just like the guy sitting in the tree hunting. What's he supposed to do?
I mean, I hear you. Like I said, there's no place that you wouldn't go if it's an emergency.
Right.
When you have to go, you have to go. I don't fault you for it. I guess it never entered my mind that you might have to go number 2 while you're in a fishing tournament.
It can happen.
Jay said, done it 300 feet in the air on a tower I was working on.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! You guys.
Then we got a text that says, "This is an ishy conversation."
Liz said, one of the most embarrassing things ever. I was pregnant, had to go really bad at an airport. It was me and one other person. I blew it up and couldn't help it laugh my ass off, because there was no way she wouldn't know it was me, since it was just the two of us.
Luke said, oh shoot, it just dropped down. Here we go. My buddy dropped one over the edge of his boat during catfish tournament at 3 a.m. before we pulled anchor and moved to another spot. Does that impact the fishing, Thick?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm dying. Okay. I want to talk about it.
Lewis goes to toss Rick the TP, and it goes,
Oh, now we have a problem. Now we have a serious problem.
Oh, Tristan, that's funny.